What do you mean?
I watched Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What? Did you
What?
say?
Well, I get that.
Okay, sorry, I tried to make a very funny joke. Indiana Bones, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, I didn't hear the rest of that.
That's a really bad joke.
He made a sheep joke earlier. It's fine. He's trying to do it more.
Funny.
Fuck's sake. Well, that's how this call is going to go.
Raiders of. Can you hear my fan a lot, by the way?
Huh?
Can you hear my fan a lot?
No.
No.
Ah,
I thought you said, "Can you see my fan art?"
That's what I thought. I was like,
He's
what the
done
fuck's
some
this?
fan art.
Have you
But
done
can I
Lion
make
Hates
one-
Films
can I
fan
make one
art?
request? Can you just part the curtains a little bit so we can see the planes?
No, because then it
Right.
ruins
Oh. Never mind. Wait till it gets dark.
When it's sunny outside.
Yeah.
Oh, good, thanks.
Save. You lose.
Indiana Jones.
India.
Yeah,
We recorded?
Yeah, we are. So bad.
Where's this going?
We're done. We're done.
Hello.
Hello,
Indiana Jones.
I'm not thirsty.
Actually, technically, this film is called Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay.
Is it not called Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
the Raiders of the Lost Ark?
I think it was
Indiana
retroactive before
Jones.
that. I don't actually know. I'm not that much
It's
of
a
a nerd.
Star Wars situation.
On the like thing at the start,
just
it did
says
just say
Raiders
Raiders
of
of
the
the Lost Ark.
Like
So-
like a New Hope or something. It's gonna be
I
that
guess
sort of
it's the
stuff.
first one, so it doesn't need to
Yeah,
say.
Netflix calls it Indiana Jones and the Raiders, and that just shows the downfall of the the film industry.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
So-
much, pretty much.
What does
Anyway.
Cineworld list it as, though?
That's the better question. Get that card out.
Will has took the piss
yeah.
out of me specifically mentioning the word Cineworld 3 times today. Can I just point that out? Can I just put that into the universe?
I didn't even know that that's what he was. I didn't even realize that he was making fun of you.
He sent me a TikTok earlier. He was like that friend that always talks about. No, funny man.
Never. Oh, who hasn't seen this film before?
He.
Me.
Another
Guys
one for the
versus girls
boys.
again then.
It's
Another
girls
one
versus
for the
boys.
boys.
There's a lot of films that's just like the boys have seen it and the girls haven't.
Yeah, that might be.
Mhm.
Like a
It
common.
was just
maybe
how
we'll do
much of
it.
a tomboy Lauren is, where her list is just full of boy films.
Like
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
excited to watch this one because this feels like a proper classic that I should have watched by now.
yeah.
Some of the
100%.
other ones are more like moderner stuff, but this one feels like I probably should have watched this by now. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that I've now seen it.
Yeah,
But it's
I
good because
agree.
Nazis getting killed by airplane propellers will never get old.
No.
It is.
Yeah, stands the test of
Never
time
stop.
really well.
That's
Yeah.
I think one of my biggest takeaways about this film is I had a brief thing, like I know the Nazis were in it at some point. I didn't expect them that early, and I didn't expect them to be the whole thing. I was like, oh my god, they're everywhere. I thought I was gonna run into them once. No, they're everywhere.
I said like,
Amy-
oh, I didn't
yeah.
expect there to be so many Nazis.
No, what you said to me was, why are there Nazis?
And then it's going different.
I knew why there were Nazis. I was just having a bit of a meltdown. I was just explaining what's happening.
I think America's going to ban this film in a few years for like
100%.
discrimination.
Ooh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not very nice, is it?
Probably.
No.
Hey, we did
Not on,
Nancy
is it?
feel bad. Good. You know what I mean?
Good is the
Good.
point.
Portrays them in a negative light, guys. Like it's biased. It's too woke. It's too woke for
It's too
modern
too many
film.
Nazis.
utter
Those
woke
Nazis
nonsense.
literally getting killed by the king of the Jews. Love that.
You're right. You're right.
Did
He's
not
absolutely
know.
right.
Other than that, what did you think of this film, Lauren?
I enjoyed it. It was a good
Yeah.
time. There are a few bits that do not hold up well in passing of time. Just gonna briefly go over the fact that what's his name? Gimli.
Indiana
Indiana.
Jones.
What's his name?
Yeah, what is his name again?
What is his name?
John Rhys
Salah?
Davis.
Yeah,
Salah.
him. But yeah.
Yeah.
Salah.
Oh yeah, yeah, John
Um,
Rhys Davies. Yeah.
Mo
He's
Salah.
white in real
Yeah.
life. Probably
Yeah.
shouldn't have been portrayed as an
Yeah.
Egyptian. That
Yeah.
bit doesn't hold. But other
little
than
bit-
other than
little bit
some
fun.
of the bits of like time things where you're like, I
Mm.
It
enjoyed
was
this
a
film.
recent film as well. How would you? Did we? That wasn't news. Like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do it. It was
Yeah,
pretty
I know. I did.
Did they like change it, or is he just?
I didn't watch it. To be honest.
I have seen it, and I think he kind of looks the same. I mean, not to spoil too much, but I'm pretty sure I remember like, does this work anymore? Like, is this something we could have like maybe he could have been on the phone or something? You know,
Just,
Yeah.
I'm here. I am this character.
I'm here now, but
But yeah, it was good fun time. Good fun time.
It was.
Good fun. Let me tell you, Steven Spielberg. No one does like just like the spirit of adventure. Not
Yeah.
flipping-
adventure
You
movies.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Steven Spielberg just gets it
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
it's good, man. Just good
It just-
shit.
Yeah, it just felt fun all the way through.
Yeah.
Made me want to play Uncharted. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Same
I know.
thing.
Watching this film and thinking how much it's influenced so many other things now. Like you wouldn't have had Uncharted without Indiana Jones.
No,
No.
you know?
you wouldn't have the Indiana Jones PlayStation and Xbox game without Indiana Jones.
That's
That's
also true, man. You wouldn't have had Indiana Jones 2 without Indiana Jones 1 as
Yeah.
well. That's
Thank
probably-
you for that
You wouldn't
one.
have had Lego Indiana Jones without.
Oh, that's the biggest
You wouldn't
one.
have had the horrible ride at Disneyland that makes your neck break.
Temporal.
You wouldn't have Ke Huy Quan in Everything Everywhere All at Once without Indiana Jones.
That's true.
You wouldn't have
Yes,
won
I
an
haven't
Oscar
That's a
without
reached
huge
it
it.
yet.
spoiler, but
You won an
it's
Oscar.
true, correct.
Yeah.
Well, should we rank it or what?
I mean, I put in the group chat as soon as it happened. So many spiders. I was not mentally prepared.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that
There were a
scene so
lot.
much.
Yeah.
It was really funny, but they freaked me out. But
Yeah.
yeah, when he's like, when he's got like one or two on his back, and then he's like, "Oh, there's one on your shoulder," and he's like,
Just enough.
Just
all on his
Yeah.
back.
He's there like Harris Bates is like, oh fuck me. Like he's just got
Yeah.
like
I forgot that. Even though you said about it, I forgot that, and I watched it with Kelly, and I just literally remembered like a half a second before, so I literally went like, just covered her eyes, like, and she was like,
I
"There's
did
no
the
more
same, but
spiders
with
any other
Jake.
point." So I was like, I don't think so. I think it's all snakes from here on in, but
I did
This is
Kelly.
the bad
Should we do a new segment called "What Did Kelly think of this film"?
What did Kelly
Kelly
think?
it'll be
Anything.
short, but we can do it.
What did Kelly think of this film? Go.
She
She
enjoyed it.
hated it.
She enjoyed it. She
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
man.
It was fun, and she enjoyed it. I don't know if we'll watch the others, but
She
Maybe.
also
She
was
really
like,
enjoyed it.
oh, those poor Nazis.
Those-
no, you know
those
what? She
poor
was like, you know, when you
She
set
was
the
trying to make America great again.
God. She did when the you know she didn't like that he torched all the snakes
Yeah.
in that
Did
pit.
a
She
lot
was
of
I didn't
like
think he was gonna
animal
set fire to
cruelty.
them. Yeah, animal
That's
cruelty kind of goes on.
Really dangerous.
Yeah,
The monkey.
The poor monkey.
the
Oh,
poor
monkey.
monkey.
Mad
Yeah.
dates.
The monkey was
Oh.
though a Nazi
wasn't
spy,
actually.
so
Nazi monkey.
Nazi spy monkey.
Nazi monkey. How can you not love this film? Look at all they had to offer.
Nazi monkeys.
Nazi monkeys.
I did at one point text Will and say, "Is that a Bluey reference?" I've got the GIF in reference to I'm going to like.
Yeah, Boulder, yeah.
100%.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
100%.
yeah, definitely
Pop
based on Bluey.
culture.
Indiana Jones copies Bluey confirmed.
And
100%.
No,
Steven
it's
Spielberg, watch your days.
canon that because Bandit is an archaeologist, he grew up like
The dad dog for all those
sorry,
uncultured.
the dad dog from Bluey.
Uh,
He's an archaeologist, and he loves Indiana Jones, and he basically thinks he's Indiana Jones, but the dog
Mhm.
does. And it's
I
like
like
It's now confirmed.
And the episode is called Raiders. That
yeah,
Nice.
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, and there's a bit where he like quotes another one of the Indiana Jones films as well. So he's just
No
obsessed.
ticket.
there you go.
No ticket.
No
Yeah.
ticket.
There's one thing I was going to say that reminded me. I think this is one of those films that is so classic and so steeped in just like pop culture and like film culture that it was like one of those ones like we were watching the opening and the boulder starts running. Like Kelly's never seen it before, and she was like, "I know
Oh,
that this
I
is
know, yeah,
famous. I
same.
know that this is a big deal." Like when you like to have a film like that, that's like you've never seen it, you no idea, but you just know that this is a big deal just from
Yeah.
seeing that because
Aura.
it's so much bigger than what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is there anything else
That's
like that's famous? Like obviously like one.
I can't think.
Is it this or the second one where he like grabs the hat from under the closing door?
I can't remember.
think
I
that's
thought
the
he was going to do it in
second
this
one,
one, and I.
Yeah,
it
I
was-
thought it was.
Like the whip.
He grabbed the whip from under the door this time.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
yeah.
Did we?
I
Did we
was
know
surprised to see that he
did
did.
we see the cameo in the beginning from one of our favorite
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So my-
eight-legged men?
Blunt.
I have one comment about that. Do you know when he like dies and you see like his
Yeah.
like corpse? That corpse just to me looks like a young Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. I
yeah, it does.
Look,
yeah, yeah.
I have
It's like
proof.
way longer than his
Like,
face
I
actually is.
That's the
Oh yeah.
that's the
Look,
one. Which way am I going? And that's
That was
young
his-
Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Alfred,
That is the same
The
person.
nostrils,
That's
like.
yeah, that's all I could think. I was like,
It
that's
doesn't look enough like the character.
no.
Doesn't at
He
all.
I
says-
was like, is
He
this a
says,
random?
"Toss me the idol." Like, I'll touch you the way he does it. I gotta never.
Indy just goes, there goes my
Realised it
hero.
Same character.
No, it looks completely different.
Yeah, it's just not
yeah, it's
nice.
very
But
like a plastic
that was
geezer.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another good bit. All of it.
I do like
That's
how you were
fucking weird.
saying, Thelma, you were like, oh, it's like such a classic and stuff like that. But even in the film, you kind of get the fact that Indy's iconic anyway. Like when he goes into the bar and it's just the silhouette of his hat.
Yeah.
You're
That's
like,
what has got
that's
so much fucking aura. Around
yeah,
it.
100%. You're
Yeah.
like, that is Indiana Jones right
But when he
there.
stood on top of the
And the-
digging pit with the sun behind him, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just his silhouette of the.
That's
So
what I
cool.
was gonna say, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like this. It's like Star Wars and like James Bond. Like from just the very get go, like they've just got everything. Like they've got the
Yeah.
music. They've got
Yeah.
the weird.
Well, John Williams again for
John Williams.
there's- there were bits where, because me and Jake watched it together, there were bits where he turned to me and he went, is this music from Star Wars? And I was like, no, they've clearly made it's just the same composer,
Yeah.
but obviously they sound very
Yeah.
similar.
I do
Kelly-
think, yeah, because I believe the bit you might be referencing is Marion's.
Yeah.
Her music just sounds like a lot like Leia's.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, is this Leia going on right now?
It's
Yeah.
fucking Leia.
Yeah, I did.
Alternate timeline.
Help me, Indiana Jones. You're my only hope.
I loved her. She was so like she's just
She was
such a
good.
character, and she just looks so cool in everything that she wears.
Mhm.
I just love her so much.
Again, aura. The scene where she's introduced, where it's just her fucking drinking that guy
Drink
under the
it.
table.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
And the shirt and the red trousers is just such a good outfit.
Mhm.
She's good, man. She's real.
And then when he gives it, she's in the nightgown, and she's like, "Oh, where did you get that?" And he's like, "Oh, the guy gave it to me." He's like, "It looks good."
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm your goddamn partner. Such a fucking good bit. I have a weird story about Indiana Jones, and it's from when I was very little. Apparently, my favorite bits were always the maps.
What's
With the plane flying over the thing.
Red line,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the staple of all the films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like this weird, like maybe a bit of mightism coming through, but I think I like it so much because it really contextualizes it, especially when you're
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they just
Like,
go,
that's
"We're
where it
going to
is.
Nepal." Like, yeah, it's like, oh, okay, it's like, I don't know where the fuck Nepal
I
is,
think
but
I read a
sure.
bit
And
of
then it's
trivia
these
long ago where this was the first to introduce that sort of
I was
transition.
gonna say it's
Mm.
so iconic, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming this was the first time it was done.
Hmm.
It looked so good. I just
When I was a kid watching this film, the only bit I remembered is the swordsman swinging his thing around and then he just fucking shoot him.
Yeah.
That's the
I
only
said,
bit.
So good.
Yeah.
I said to Emmy about this film's version of it's like Aragorn breaking his foot story.
Yeah.
Of that scene where they did have a fight choreographed, but he had, for anyone who doesn't know, Harrison Ford had a really bad bout of diarrhea when the
Yeah.
day that they were going to shoot that, so he didn't want to do the choreo. So they came up with the gag of just fucking pulling his gun out and killing him on the spot, and that's the
It's
one
so
that made the final
iconic.
cut
So
of the
much
film.
better as well.
But yeah, so they did have they were meant to have a fight in that crowd, but when it came to it, they didn't do it.
Just like, nah.
Have you ever seen Not to Shit on this film? Because I love it, and I didn't tell Kelly about it because I didn't want to ruin her experience. But there's a part. I guess I saw this on like a movie mistakes thing years ago, and there's a part where you see a guy in jeans and a top walking in the background, and it's not even in the background; it's more in the foreground. it's when Indy's like sat at a table, after he thinks Marion's died, and he's
Yeah,
drinking
yeah.
the whiskey. The guy just walks
Yeah.
like for ages. He's in shot and full jeans and a white top. He's just like,
I don't think I saw
No, I
The
that.
original Mandalorian blue jeans guy.
yeah, there you go. It's the same guy. He's been
Love
haunting
Blue Jeans
Lucasfilm
guy.
for years. Yeah, yeah. It's the same. I just want to talk about the opening of this film because it's such a good reveal for Indy. Like, it already sets him up as this like cool, mysterious guy. The way he's leading, and he's not even bothering to look back, and he's not even it's like he's not even bothering to look into camera because he doesn't need to, because he's like, oh, I know what I'm doing and I'm on my way. And you don't need to almost see him. It's just such a good reveal right up until the last point. His eyes come through the shadows and it's
Yeah.
like so good.
That's good.
Just
I love the bit.
So
just love that.
Sorry. I was gonna say I love the bit when he gets to like the idol thing, and he like measures out the weight of the sand. And he's like,
So
yes,
Yeah.
and it just fucking triggers it anyway.
Yeah.
I have actually watched that clip 1,000 times because I needed that one sound bite of when he puts the thing on for like a theatre thing. I needed that, so I have watched that clip 1,000 times because I needed to keep it right. And I was like, okay, I remember this bit. This bit is from there.
Yeah.
That's about it.
But you were like, I don't care what happens after that. I'm just gonna leave.
I found that bit, and that's in like the first 5 minutes.
One bit about the opening that makes me laugh is, when they come across like the tree and it's got some of the blood darts in it, the way he pulls it out, tastes it, poison. It's like, why are you putting it in your mouth?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
almost
the blow dart, whether it's poison or not, it's not gonna be great for you.
It's got something on the
Yeah.
end. Let's
Yeah.
assume it's poisoned.
Yeah.
Also, the native people are like so efficient with killing that dude like 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
When they're like 5 foot from India, they're
When he's swimming and they can't hit him.
It's stormtrooper mentality. They just can't hit.
Making the plane jock.
Reminded me that one bit that I really liked was when he was like, they were fighting the Nazis and the Nazis were in the submarine, and then they like couldn't find. They were like, "Oh no, where's Indy gone?" And then they point to him and he's climbing onto the U-boat. And
He's just
and
there.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like saluting him, just like.
It's when they're like, he's dead, I killed him, and he's in that little tube and he's like, just like hiding away.
I killed him.
Whoops.
One of my
Yeah.
films about
I like the
one of my
visuals.
things about this one is like this film is rated as like a PG. I don't think it should be
Yeah.
rated as a PG. Some of the things that like, especially the end when they get like their faces melted and
Oh
they
yeah.
blow up. I'm like, Jesus
So
Christ!
cool.
That bit
cool.
is really cool.
Fun gore though. It's not real.
I know, but
It's
like some when
funny
like
because they're Nazis.
Yeah.
that's probably why
Gore
they
doesn't
did it. They were
count
like,
when it's not.
some of these bits are a bit gory, like they get shot point blank, but then they're Nazis, so we'll just
Yeah,
let everyone see it.
there is when we came to start it, Kelly was like, it's a PG. It's not gonna be. It's gonna. And I was like, it's an old PG. It's an old. I remember my dad's DVD copy of Fellowship of the Ring has PG on it. That's no way that's a PG. I think just the
I think Lord of the Rings is like very PG. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it not a PG?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Or Boromir getting shot with 3 hours. You get
You
limbs
don't see
chopped
any
off and all
blood
sorts.
or anything there.
No,
that's
but
the
you
thing,
but
like,
there's like
it's
there's
fantasy violence, though, isn't
there's
it?
a high
And
level
that's
of it
the
though.
thing
You,
in
orcs
indie,
get
they're
limbs
like
lopped off and stuff.
full getting shot in the face. And you're like,
Mm,
One of the first things you see is a corpse.
mm-hmm,
Mm.
yeah.
yeah.
Can confirm my Lord of the Rings 4Ks and Blu-rays, but also 12. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the level. I've noticed it a few times where the level must have changed for what they qualify as now, because there's a lot of films that are PGs and you go, don't know about that anymore.
Yeah, you get one fucking PG as well, don't you? Or is it 12?
Yeah,
Yeah, 12.
I think you get one
12 for
fucking
one.
12.
Yeah.
One F bomb.
Where's the F-bomb in this film, guys? Where's the F-bomb? There's got one of them has got to be there's Snake on the fucking plane.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's good.
There's a fucking snake on this plane.
There's a fucking snake.
God damn, it's the Raiders of the
How
fucking
sick.
Ark.
These motherfuckers.
They all picked me, then
Yeah,
It's very Nazi.
just any time before the word Nazi. Fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
Indiana
Oh my
fucking
God.
Jones.
Indiana fucking Jones.
The
Yeah.
bit where, not like for the same conversation, but the bit with the random boxer guy just shows up.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm here.
And he just gets punched in the face.
I think he is an actual boxer, you know.
Is it?
It's just really-
Yeah, I think he was a famous.
He's a big dude.
It was just
Big boy.
Hey, we want you to. This famous boxer guy. Hey, we want you to be in our film. Yeah, what do you want to be? I want to be a Nazi, to be honest.
Put me in that
the
uniform.
face.
Steven Spielberg originally wanted Danny DeVito to play Sella. There we go. That's our always stunning reference.
Where is Emily Blunt in this film, though?
She a Nazi,
There's a lot of
clearly.
Nazis in the background.
She's one of the Nazis.
She's the Nazi monkey.
She provided the mocap for the monkey.
That was a real monkey, man. That's not
Yeah,
mocap.
that's a real monkey.
A real monkey.
Those monkeys that like, because it's always like squirrel monkeys. They're always horribly abused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you, I know. I was thinking like the snakes as well. They would have probably been real. All of that. All the
Oh, yeah.
spiders.
Yeah, where would the
not a-
kids snakes
from a-
on the set of this film, surely?
It was a capuchin.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they really set them alight, but I can't imagine the conditions they were in were any good. You know. I saw a thing actually, literally early today, from Alfred Molina saying about the scene when he gets covered in spiders, and he was saying that like, it was awful. He's getting all these spiders put on his back, and the guy was just spouting off facts about spiders. What he's putting on, I was like, I can't fucking listen to you right now. Why are you telling me about
Shush.
facts about the spiders? Yeah. And then and Spielberg wanted it to kind of get moved because they needed to get film, and then it was like, why all these spiders just look dead? They're not moving. What's wrong with them? And he's like, we got to put a female in there so that they'll lose their minds and go all over you. So he put like this female spider like right there in Alfred Molina, and then he all just went like all over him. And then apparently Spielberg was like, "Yeah, make sure you look like you're frightened." And he was, "I am fucking frightened." Like, look at me.
Leave me alone.
Would you like to hear some trivia?
Yeah, go on.
When they were filming the bit with the snakes, sorry, the set designer was like the set designer owned the monkey. The monkey was called Snuff.
Of course it was.
But he
What
was
are you
also
snuffies,
like
mate?
super chill. So when
Really
they
chill,
were in-
monkey.
Chairman.
And the lady playing Marion was scared of snakes and she didn't want to go into the snake pit with the snakes. So the set designer shaved his legs, put on a white dress, and climbed into the pit instead. So when you see it clipped with
Brilliant.
legs, it's the set designer.
That's gold.
I want to go back and see
I
that
love
man's
moments
legs
like that.
now.
Yes, but also, he doesn't exactly look like
There's a
Gary.
buff man.
Oh,
Good.
man.
Is it really obvious I'm going to see this like rock on, real super muscly leg come down in like a heel? I just didn't notice.
If the monkey was his pet monkey, it probably wasn't abused. So that's good.
That's true.
Mhm.
Unless he did kill it at the end for the,
For the
for
views.
the sake of the
For
film.
the pine.
Well,
Also, what a strange way to eat a date. I mean, thank God that Indy got saved, but why in God's name was he like? Why?
God
I don't know.
forbid a man has nearly died and wanted to be pedantic. You know what I mean?
Rose just found the Ark of the Covenant. Like, let him eat a date however
Let him
he
eat a
wants
date.
to eat a date.
Dates have a stone in the middle. I hope they were pitted or something. Otherwise, he's in for a
No,
surprise.
this was the time of spitting that shit out no matter where you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I like that this
Yeah.
film does give us one of the best "must have been the wind" moments when that kid comes around the corner right after that man says, like, "Must have been the
Yeah.
wind."
We noticed
Definitely for him.
the Wilhelm scream.
Oh,
in this.
don't. I hate the Wilhelm scream.
Why?
I
Why?
hate it.
Why?
It's just a thing whenever I'm like, oh, I know that they've just put it in there because of like cinema's sake or like
Because
funny
of their
stuff.
love of film, yeah.
I
This is what we're doing
hate it.
I
Every
feel like
time
in
I hear
films
it, I'm
like
like,
this-
oh.
I feel like in films like this, it almost works because it's like it's an older film and it's kind of like a bit tongue in cheek and a bit. When you hear it in, I can't think the last time I heard it, but I've heard it in some more modern
It's
films,
in
and I'm kind of like
Star
that
Wars.
doesn't work.
They
Oh
do it
yeah,
in Star
fair. I
Wars
just can't
all
think
the
of like a particularly
time.
modern film.
It's in Helm's Deep as well when the guy gets blown over.
Yeah.
I just hate it.
There you go.
Also, Lauren, it's funny
But
because
it-
again, it's a Nazi guy. You know what I mean?
Again, isn't
Yeah,
that's
it's a Nazi
fine.
done.
I hate the Wilhelm scream, and I will forever hate them.
I think it.
There's Lauren,
So
truly
bad.
living up to the name, Lauren hates film.
Lauren hates films.
There
I
you go.
just hate the Wilhelm
Lauren
scream, and I always will.
to the
We should have a Wilhelm count. See how many films we get that have
Well,
a
we must have.
Wilhelm scream.
We must have had one by now, have we not?
I don't think
No,
so.
we probably wouldn't have done. Probably wouldn't have done.
Yeah, in Planet of the Apes.
Wilhelm screaming
That-
She's
That's
just like
this-
Cobra.
That's the sound that Cobra makes.
When Cobra falls down that shaft at the end. Imagine now out of pocket that would
Is
be.
there like a Wilhelm scream website where you can just like search like?
I'm trying to
Wilhelm
find
scream?
But why does it? I mean, it doesn't get.
Hang on, here's
That's
one.
what I mean. Like
page.
it works in those sort of films, and even though you notice, you're like, well, I think for me, but I've
Was there
definitely
one in
heard it in a more modern film and
Transformers?
gone.
There's
That's
an
so
IMDb
weird.
list.
Oh, there we go. What's the
saw
most
that,
modern
yeah.
film that it was used in? What's the most recent one?
Hang on.
I'm gonna
Why
make a
is it
film
only
just to put it in.
36 times?
Irritate Lauren.
That can't be right.
It can't be.
Huh?
I've heard it a
There's
fair
only
amount. Of
36 films on this list.
Mine's got 152 on it.
That might be the correct.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
Reese is on the not a fan of the Wilhelm scream.
Oh no,
Why?
page.
the most
IMDb?
recent on this list is Tron Legacy.
No,
When
that was ages
John
ago.
Legacy.
That would feel so out of place in that
That
film.
was
Really.
years ago.
The most recent ones on this list are 2010 because you've got Despicable Me and Toy Story 3.
Oh, I don't know. Every
There's
news.
just a Reddit
Toy
post.
Story
What's the
3 was
most annoying use to the
2010.
Wilhelm scream?
Twilight New Moon.
You named my daughter after the Loch Ness monster?
Ah!
Ah!
I find really out of pocket films that it's.
I'm
in.
gonna after this. I'll Google every single film that we've done and see if it's Wilhelm
Mhm.
scream.
I reckon
I-
it's an Iron Claw somewhere in there.
If not, we need to choose a moment in each film where it would work.
No, we're gonna get rid of all of them.
We'll
Every
have to.
Wilhelm scream.
I'll have to do that.
Anytime someone dies in Transformers,
Oh,
anytime there's an explosion.
oh
in
god,
Transformers.
it'd just be haunting your
It's
nightmares.
gotta be in Transformers. It's gotta be when Megatron wakes up, right, and just sends a dude like flying off.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Apparently it's in Fantastic Four. I didn't know that.
In Fantastic Four, which one? Fantastic or the other one?
2005.
The first one.
Is it in every Star Wars film?
I think
Yeah.
it's in quite a few.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
It's in every
It's
George
probably-
Lucas film.
It's got to be in another Indiana Jones one as well, right?
Yeah, it's in. I think it's in every.
It's in Temple of Doom for definite. I know exactly.
I'm not
where
watching
it
them.
is.
That's it. That's it. No
Well,
more
yeah,
Indiana
well, it is.
Jones. We're done.
Whichever
Cut
one
them.
came out in 2000 and.
Are we doing 4 and 5, or are we just doing the?
I think we just said 1, 2, and 3.
I think to 1 to 3. Yeah.
Because Last Crusade is
It's
the
a,
best
it is a
one.
great end, isn't it?
That's my favourite one. Yeah.
Crystal Skull.
Crystal
Yeah.
Skull.
Yeah.
That's 4.
That's
Oh,
four.
it's in that one.
Yeah. So that's weird. Then by the fifth one, then they were like, "Nah, we can't use this anymore." Kind of a shame. Why
It's
not
played
just
out.
stick it in for the last one? You know what I mean? Like,
They went
with the last
most
one.
of it, you know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's because
I
Disney
feel like-
bought it and it was George Lucas himself that was just like, put it in there.
You better put it in.
Why is it also in every Lord of the Rings film?
Yeah. I know it's in Two Towers. I can't remember one or three.
It is in Planet of the Apes.
Which
What, the
one?
one that we
Which law?
watched?
The Mark Wahlberg one.
one.
The what?
2001.
Yeah, the
That's
Mark
the one.
Wahlberg one.
That's Tim Burton,
Ah,
Thank God we
That's
didn't
not
watch
fun.
it.
no way.
Fucking hate the Wilhelm scream.
You hate cinema.
I do. I
Hate
it
cinema.
just don't. I
Hate
just
from
don't. I
cinema.
just don't like it. I
You
just
haven't
don't.
watched
Like...
Lord of the Rings. Do you have an opinion here, or you know what I mean?
Hang on, I
Opinion
always forget. How much Lord of the
message.
Rings have you seen?
I've seen the first and the last Hobbit.
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh.
I actually can't believe that you have never seen.
I
the
think
Lord
I've
of the
seen
Rings.
bits of number one.
You would so love it. It's so your thing.
I know.
So
I
your
know.
thing. It's
I
so
know.
your thing.
Insane that you've never seen it.
I know.
Also, the second Hobbit, I think, is the best one. And that's the only one you haven't seen of the Hobbit.
I saw the first and last one in cinemas.
Wait,
Just
the
missed
second
out.
Hobbit is
But
on-
not the middle.
Not the middle one. I didn't know what was
first
going
one,
on in the
You're like,
third
ah
one.
man, they've got to get to the Lonely Mountain. How are they going to do? Oh, they did it.
The
Right, wow, fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically what the book was. You know, it's 150. It's like however long book, and they made it into 3 films.
Yeah. Yeah, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's a nice book.
We'll get to
You
it
know, the
eventually.
original title, I remember seeing the original title at one point of the third Hobbit was There and Back Again. I love that so much
Yeah.
more than
That's
the
what
last.
it's called, isn't it? That's what he called the book when he writes.
Is
Yeah. But I think that works better than the Battle of the Five Armies.
I think
Which
it was
is just
better than The Hobbit.
an
I think
8-page chapter.
Yeah. Didn't
If
need
that, I
to
don't even
be.
think it's 8 pages.
I feel like when you call basically your film the final fight, you know that you've stretched it too far. A little
This
bit,
is the
you know what I
last
mean?
one, I
Fast and
promise.
Furious?
Third act of the story. Yeah.
Don't get me started on Fast and
Fast and Furious mention.
This is London, baby.
Memory.
Street always wins.
We should just watch those for fun, shits and giggles.
Oh.
Rate them last every time.
Lauren likes bad films. We just watch bad shit. You know?
Is there a Wilhelm scream in Fast and Furious?
Lauren watch.
If it is, I'm not watching it.
I hope.
Giddy.
I hope the
God, Lauren's such a hater today.
What's wrong?
Lauren
I
is
like
a
this
hater.
film. I just don't like the Wilhelm scream. It's one of my things.
I want
Yeah,
to be
fair
able to just do the Wilhelm scream like on command.
Same. I was just thinking that.
I reckon it's a great superpower to have.
Yeah.
Good to be fair.
That would be like one of my genie wishes, you know.
Out of 3 whole wishes, one of your wishes would be, I want to be able to do the Wilhelm
The Wilhelm
scream
scream.
on command.
On command, yeah.
Yeah.
and it's really good. And every time people hear it, they go, "Wow, that's a really good wolf."
No, because most of the people that you do it to will be like, "What the fuck are you making that noise for?"
Everyone knows the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. I hope so.
Comment below if
gonna-
you know.
I might.
Comment below.
Kelly does a really good impression of R2 screaming, and that's kind of the same. Yeah, it's up there. I might see if she can do that. Can you please learn this?
Yeah,
Can you
please
do the Wilhelm
do it into
scream?
the blue.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Is it
Any notes?
Acting
Anyone
niche,
got-
just making really good screams.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone got any notes for this film? I don't have any notes.
I didn't take any notes, unfortunately.
I didn't have a lot.
Just a
I was
great.
I think
Like
it was just fun that
It's
it
fun
didn't really
film.
need.
Didn't need the notes.
I have 4 notes. 2 of them are, whoa, it's Alfred Molina. Second one, Alfred Molina, not very nice.
Is that nice?
I think
You know
it
what else
holds up
he's not
really
nice
well as
in?
well. What?
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, there you
Yeah, no one
That-
was nice in that film. It's not a good film. No, no one films.
go. Booting.
Lauren agrees with me.
Booting
She
for the
hasn't watched
kill.
it. They're on the list, you know what I mean?
Well,
You wanna
I've.
know my secret? I'm Spider-Man. Don't give. I couldn't. You sound like you couldn't give less of a shit. Toby.
Spider-Man.
I hate you so much right now.
Fuck those films. Fuck those films.
And you say I'm the hater. You've hated on
No.
that film
Oh,
every
no,
single
we
time.
mentioned maybe Spider-Man. Fuck those films. Man. I was having a really good day as well.
You brought it
we-
up.
Have we only got the second one though? We just go straight to Spider-Man 2?
No, I
Or
think
have
we've
we-
got all of
No,
them.
we're
We're
doing
the
all
full
three, but
trilogy.
not. It's like this where it's one.
No, I genuinely think we put an asterisk next to Raimi
Well,
Spider-Man.
we'll check when we.
We'll have a
in real
look.
life.
I don't. I think. I
Oh,
think.
we'll have a look.
Well, of course,
Of course
we'll have
we'll
a
have a
look.
Right, do you want to rank this?
That'll
bit?
be a rare installment of Reese Hates films.
Reasons.
They go to the bottom. I'm not
No,
gonna.
No.
Well, you don't know, like, oh yeah, I'm guessing that. But Emmy, have you watched Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
No.
Yeah, see, they won't like him either. The boys.
Not
No,
Yeah.
because I love all of the
Toby.
Spider-Man. I just haven't seen the Tobey Maguire
You
one.
know what, Emmy, you will hate. Do you know how you love women? I love women too. You'll hate MJ. MJ is such.
Oh
a
yeah,
nice
MJ
girl.
is like.
Yeah.
completely
Do you
referenced.
know how you
MJ
love
is
women?
pretty
I love
awful.
women
It's
too.
worth watching for just the unhinged level of James
Just
Franco.
a despicable human being. Do you know what I mean?
So
Like, just
good.
actually horrible.
Who's horrible?
MJ in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not too.
I
She's not
love
too great.
Zendaya's MJ.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great.
it's fine.
She's
I
so
don't like Kirsten Dunst there, MJ.
I'm ruined.
Eyes.
Got nothing left except Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy is one of the best ones anyway. Like her.
Emma Stone's Gwen
Relation-
Stacy, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Dallas
sorry.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, not Bryce Dallas Howard. My bad. Not that version.
Not
the
that
other
one.
one.
Whoa.
The other one.
I'm
Emma
gonna
Stone.
say, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man film is better than Tobey Maguire's. That's all I'm saying.
Ah, goddamn.
Where,
Spider-Man
where do you
3
rank
is
them?
a-
Is it Andrew? Is it?
I made a vow when I made a TikTok about film and my Letterboxd account. I am never going to reveal my opinion on my ranking of Spider-Man because I know I
You
will get.
clearly have.
Well, we know it's like Toby bottom,
well,
So it's
Andrew top,
between
Tom middle,
Andrew
probably, right?
Garfield and maybe throw Yuri Lowenthal in there as well, but like.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, wait,
How are
but
we going?
ranking
And
of
are you going like
Spider-Man
miles per
films
hour?
or just Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you going like miles, or you going like
Shamik Moore.
I'm gonna.
yeah, no, Shamik Moore, please.
Not the actor.
gonna-
Not the.
Not the actor, the character.
Wait, am I doing everyone I possibly can? I'm going Andrew Garfield,
Well, there you go then. You've just leaked it.
Tom Holland. No, I'll never reveal my opinion of the films. I'll never say that ranking ever.
That's
What
that's
are you basing it on
suspicious.
then? Personality?
sus-
Like, what?
Personality, the personality of the Spider-Man. Yeah. 100%.
That's fair.
don't-
That's fair.
Is
But
your
now I
favourite
want to
Amazing
know
Spider-Man
what
2? Is
what
that
your.
Nah.
Oh wait, so you're just you mean Andrew Garfield is a better Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I asked. Are we
different
ranking
from
the
the
films
film
or
Right,
the
as a
yeah.
whole?
Spider-Man?
Got you, sorry.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Garfield, Jake Johnson in Spider-Verse, Yuri, Tom Holland, Wait, am I doing performances or characters?
Same thing.
Characters.
Okay, rephrase. Andrew Garfield, PS4 Spider-Man.
PS4 Spider-Man.
PS5 Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse as a
Damn good.
collective, both of them, Shamik Moore and
But
Jake
what
Johnson.
about the individual Spider-Mans?
This has gone way too complicated. I just meant Toby, Tom, and Andrew, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sorry, and Andrew, Tom, Toby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. That's what I
sorry,
was
so
thinking.
let me rephrase. Andrew, Tom. Oh, we've gone off the screen. Sorry, Toby.
God damn.
Sorry, Toby.
Now I want to know why you're so
you,
secretive
like, in
about
No
your
Way Home,
movie one.
But it's
Were you
okay.
just
Well,
booing in No Way Home?
Why don't you
hear
rate
his
it?
voiceover in those films?
Yeah.
Doesn't give a crap.
What is it you don't like about Spider-Man 2? Because to me, that is one of the greatest
Well,
just films.
Spider-Man 2, best of a bad bunch. Let me say, best of a bad bunch.
No.
Alfred
What's
Molina.
bad?
The
What don't you like?
greatest Spider-Man film ever
How is
made.
that
Yeah,
I know,
still the best
I
one, I
know.
think.
Hey, I didn't grow up. I'm not blinded by nostalgia, okay? That's all I'm saying.
You son of a bitch!
We literally spoke about Transformers
Yeah,
the whole
Yeah.
time last week.
yeah. And in the recording, does someone not yours say, I'm blinded by nostalgia?
Yeah, but now you're saying that you aren't blinded by nostalgia, so which is it? Are you a nostalgia?
I put Transformers number 1. You can put Tobey Maguire Spider-Man number 1 all you want.
I will.
We're gonna do it then.
Yeah, Transformers, that's
your-
fucking sure.
That is your prerogative, okay? Like, personally, I wash my hands of it, but you put it number 1. All you want.
Oh, good man.
All I'm saying, fuck them films.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Any more thoughts on Indiana Jones?
Yeah, no.
I liked it. It was
Indiana.
You want to know?
I love
Indiana
this film.
Jones.
You want to know who I am? Indiana Jones. See, it just doesn't work, does it? Doesn't work, does it?
God damn.
No.
God damn. Can we see just briefly how easily Indy goes from teaching archaeology to shooting men in the head? And then
He's
back
an
again.
American lecturer.
Yeah.
Oh! There it is. There it is.
There we
That's what it
go.
is. I haven't thought about a ranking for this, but definitely goes below
I
Transformers.
forgot
is
how
all I can
high
say.
Transformers was.
How high Transformers was?
I forgot how high that was.
Are we taking a piss?
It did get higher than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I forgot. It may have been
Oh,
my
this is going
fault.
to be
I can't remember.
hard.
My personal ranking so far is Transformers.
Alright, cool.
Right, shall I go from the top?
Yeah.
He thinks Indiana Jones or Raiders of the Lost Ark, as in the poster there, better than Superbad.
Every time. Court case.
Better than The Holiday. Well, just wanted to mention Emmy's stuck in a film up still.
I
Stuck
liked
in-
the movie
Yeah.
a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's good.
I never said Holiday was the best film in the world. It's just a nice little feel-good.
100%. 100%. Better than The Edge of 17.
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
no. Okay. Better than Booksmart. Better than Rise of the Planet of the Kingdom of the Dawn.
No, the whatever. Yeah.
Something's coming up. Oh no.
Better than Transformers. Still 5 out of 5. This is good. Better than Klaus. Better than the Goonies.
It's like the
Well-
better version of the Goonies.
I was just thinking the same.
That's fair. Better than The Holdovers. Better than Rise of the Planet, War for the Planet of the Apes. Sorry. Better than Pulp Fiction.
Oh!
Better
Where
than.
are we at? Is that more? Oh, that's no.
We're still free. We're still going.
You're
Better
still
than Dawn
going.
of the Planet of the Apes.
I don't really know. I don't know. I'm stuck
You have
now.
to make a decision.
You have to make a decision. You can't just.
I used 2 thumbs to outrule him.
If we could do that, I would have 10 fingers doing Transformers in number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beg your
Doesn't
fucking
sound
pardon?
wrong at all.
I'm gonna stick with
I
it.
would have
Can't really
10
know.
fingers, all of them don't transform.
Because you mentioned Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I'm off my game now. Are we better than Dawn of the Planet of the Apes? I think we are. Better than Eternal Sunshine.
I
Fantastic
don't
Mr.
know.
Fox.
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Number 3. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't really know if that's right, to be honest.
Last Crusade is fucking going number 1 then, mate.
Jesus
This
Christ,
like,
yeah.
Just
Right.
remind me, we still have 3 up at Better Than Eternal Sunshine, yeah?
Yeah.
I
You
had
kind
three
of
up.
wavered a bit.
Look, it's better than Eternal Sunshine.
Down
Not
to
better than Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Fantastic Miss Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, our new number 3.
Number 3.
Number
Damn.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Let's say probably, I'd say the most iconic film of this list so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
I
honest,
think I just keep thinking how much I enjoyed it, and it just puts it above some others for that. Like just the pure, like it's just fun.
It's just
You know what I
fun,
mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
it's well done fun though, not shitty.
Not
fun.
shit fun, yeah.
Raiders
Yeah.
of the Lost Ark.
Transformers goes down another peg, I'm pissed. Yeah, I mean, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
We've got monkeys in line
Oh,
again.
we got monkeys in line. I don't think we're ever gonna get it. We need monkeys in line.
We need them in line. But the real question is,
Monkeys
will 100 men beat one
Beat
gorilla?
one gorilla.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
For sure.
Yeah.
Easy,
No.
man.
I
Yeah.
can't
One
imagine. I'm going to start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our list rather than Indiana Jones number 3. I cannot imagine, right, a man punching a gorilla is going to do anything.
Right, okay, but imagine 99 more men.
No, I can't imagine a human punch can just hurt a gorilla.
You don't
in
have,
any way.
why are you
It's-
thinking about
it's still
punching?
muscle.
You just have
It's
to
not like
also-
armor.
in
Also,
general.
you're thinking the gorilla's not going to rip my face off as soon as he sees I'm
It
2 feet away from
won't.
him.
But
You-
not if there's
100
99
people is
more
a
men in
l-
front of you. You have a chance, you know, while it's
Yeah.
getting to you, ripping all the other faces off. You have
It'll
a chance.
be tired by the time it gets to you.
Yeah,
If
needs
you're
a
entrant
sandwich.
number 98, then you've got like a great.
I mean, does
Yeah,
this thing include weaponry? Because what if it's 100 men with
No,
guns?
just
No.
hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
But I think people are taking
But if it was
hand-to-hand
weaponry-
combat too literally. Like it's gonna be some film where people like you just go like, haha, it's like Assassin's
Yes.
Creed where it's gonna,
No,
it's gonna
you
take
just-
it on one at a time. It's not. You just dogpile on this bloody gorilla
Yeah.
and it's
Bro,
done.
people are going to get trampled before they get to the gorilla. 100 people is a lot. You know what I mean? They ain't doing it.
No, but you don't have to be the first person to the gorilla. You just have to beat the gorilla. You don't get anything extra for getting the final hit. You know, you just want to work as a unit to beat the gorilla. 100 people is a lot of people.
It is a lot of people, but I don't think they're doing
The only
If
way
you
we're
just
going to solve
a
this is
gorilla,
by
it's
doing
probably
it.
gonna go ooh, and then just not do anything.
No, Will's really for it. I reckon he'd go do it with 99 other dudes.
Yeah.
When Mr. Beast does this video, I want to sign up.
Right.
Me,
Um,
I'm the one.
It's gonna be good, isn't
Let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
That's
Spin the wheel.
Spin
All
the
right.
wheel. So ready to spin, ready to win.
it?
Oh,
Cobra. Cobra.
Where the fuck
Well,
have they gone?
Where's all the things?
Where's all the
Where's-
words gone?
We're not going to know what
Just
Give
we're
me a
Cobra.
second. There we go. There we go. There we go.
We're watching Cobra.
Don't
What if we
scare me
spun
like
Cobra?
that. Cobra.
Have we seen this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Let me have a look. June's got
I
a
see
asterisk
Transformers
next
again.
to it.
Yeah,
There's
June,
Transformers.
Stop
Tobey
looking
Maguire
at
Spider-Man, No
Transformers.
asterisk. What does the asterisk mean? I can't remember.
Asterisk
It means we watch them all.
All.
There's no asterisk. Unless it's cut off, because it does trail off onto the...
I can't even find it.
It's
I've
red,
lost it.
Tobey Maguire, but it is cut
Thanks.
off. So maybe...
Right, you'll have to look if you unclick
to look at the
hide.
list.
Yeah,
Yeah, see the list.
I just
Let's see this fucking. Is Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
No, I mean it's the first one like on the list that Lauren wrote
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's-
all three.
It's got an
all
asterisk. It's all
three.
three.
Oh,
I'm quite the
Let's-
fucking pariah. Let's
get some
go.
Spider-Man.
In my best Captain Holt impression, 3 weeks of hey. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man. Spoiler
If it's
man.
Spider-Man, it's going to be so
Spider-Man.
funny.
No, I'm quitting this podcast.
You said that about Midsummer last time. Stop threatening to
know.
quit.
There it is. It's red. I've got my eyes on it.
Are we
No,
ready?
we're not, no. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is not the new Transformers. That's part of
It-
the
it's
Yes,
the new-
it is now.
We've got to keep
right.
the viewers entertained. We can't do Transformers for the next couple of years.
No,
It's
it
got to
has
be.
to
3
be.
weeks
No,
of
we
peak
moved
logo.
on to Pirates of the Caribbean, surely.
I want to watch
We
Golden Ring.
We need to do.
need to know all of them. Here we go.
Oh my god.
No fucking. Oh, we're so close! No! Oh. Alright.
Oh yeah,
Good. It's good. It's good. But goddamn, we were so close.
We were
Great
so
game.
close.
guys, turn around. I'm just going to speak with the audience for a sec. I'm just going to speak. I have an erection right now. Okay. I am so
What
turned
did he
on.
say?
Reese!
My
So
mum watches
close.
this show, I think
Yeah.
my mum watches this show. But it's fine.
No.
I'd like to
Right.
tell the world that my mum offered to buy me condoms when I turned 16. Let's just put that out there.
Why did we need to know that?
You still got them?
No, he's still got
They'll definitely be out of date.
maybe check on him,
I haven't
Oh,
had a chance to use them yet. It's real sad.
right.
mate.
That's it.
All right, Dune.
Dune.
Oh,
Dune 1 and
fucking
2.
Dune
I'm
1
not
and
gonna
2.
lie. I'm buying
Wait, are we doing 1 and 2? Or is it just 1?
Yeah,
One
1
and
and
two.
2 has got the
One and two,
asterisks.
one
1 and 2?
which is a
Yeah.
shame for you guys
Oh,
because
shit.
it was just in IMAX a few weeks ago again, probably for the last
Yeah.
time in a while. And
Gabe.
very tragic about this film. It was, can you respect the game? Very tragic about
Sorry.
this film. It was shot in 70mm IMAX, so on the IMAX screen there's a lot more frame you can see, which home release, any other release is just completely
Yeah.
dialed that back, and it's real
Pretty
Real
bogus.
That would be one to see in IMAX.
really
I
fucking
imagine.
bogus. So when
Mm.
we've watched it and we inevitably put Doom Part 2 as number 1 on our podcast, whenever it's in the IMAX screens back again, go
Mhm.
watch it. Go watch
Mm.
it.
Well, surely they'll just put it back in when Doom Part 3 comes out.
Yeah, baby, can't wait.
Yeah. probably.
1,
Yeah,
2, 1,
baby.
2, 3. Imagine that in IMAX.
I'll be back.
Timothy, he's going to cry because it wasn't Tobey Maguire. So close
Sounding
though.
quite like the Green Goblin there, which we would have seen if we were watching Spider-Man.
Which I love the Green Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man. No, I'm joking. Can't even say that.
Oh,
I can't
please
even
leave.
Leave.
I just remember him having spiky hair. That's all I remember about that Green Goblin. He had like real spiky hair.
And he
or
says,
something.
and he like he actually gets like mutated in a way, and he goes, Peter. Face and not the actual like really cool mask. That's the only
Yeah.
comment. That's the only compliment I'm giving Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Wow.
Green
Never
Goblin.
thought we'd get there.
Green Goblin fucks. You know what I mean? That dude's cool. He did a
Okay.
fucking squat. You know what I mean? It's just cool.
I wouldn't know.
Fine. At the end of Lauren Oates films.
Will's gone, so.
At the end of Lauren Oates films.
Dune Part 1.
Doing
Then-
part 1 and
Part
2.
one. And 2. So the next 2 weeks sorted.
Listen, I got you.
Listen.
Okay, bye.